mixes the brands with the drivers
Yeah,
and the
a
fans.
little late,
It's a very unique experience. My first one was
but we're
Talladega.
here.
That's why I drank
A little
moonshine
late,
for
but
the
we're
first
here.
time. You know what I mean? It's like it's such a cool, different experience.
Yeah, NASCAR is pretty great, and it is a very different sport than others.
Didn't
But
exactly
to your
start
point,
what
the
I wanted
drivers,
to,
the
but
way
you
you
know,
guys
hey,
did the
I'm here.
driver's search. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah. I think that what was the question?
About the driver's search to get into the truck.
So
that you guys have.
take all the best drivers that aren't signed, by any of the big brands or in NASCAR. They come in, they compete in, basically the same thing. If you think about the Ultimate Fighter, the first season of the Ultimate Fighter, Forrest Griffin was the police officer in Atlanta, Georgia, and we got him to come and do it. And then last minute he pulled out and said, "No, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to do this." I had to get on the phone, talk him into it. He comes in. He ends up winning the show and then beats Rampage Jackson and becomes the light heavyweight champion of the world. The rest is history. But and here we go. Here's my guy, Minnie Tyrell.
Tyrell, I love his name. What a great personality, by the way. And the whole story, how they were in one
See
house
where,
together. They couldn't have any contact
Tony's
with the
running.
outside world. It's a great story. Glad that Minnie Tyrell is here racing in the Truck Series for the first time, Dana. It was a great series. You saw it on Fox. And
Yeah, well, I've had a day. I've had a day for it, so
on the inside.
looks like I only missed a couple laps into the second stage, so.
To the back bumper of that 62 truck of John Hunter Nemechek. Lane Riggs a little later on the inside row, so outside lane definitely a little ahead of the game right now with those pushes.
And something we need to note here, a lot of these trucks are the trucks that pitted on lap 6 or so when the first caution with Cletus McFarland. So these trucks all stayed out at this last caution during the stage. So new set of cast of characters up front. Look at the 3-wide move there in the middle.
Wow, threading the needle. That's Carson Hocevar, guys. He wants to retake the lead after stopping on pit road.
Yeah, and that's a really aggressive move right there from Carson Hocevar. And we heard him talk about
Dude, this is the first time Tony's been in anything NASCAR related, I think, since he walked away in 16, so I think of what, 10 years since Tony's been behind the wheel of any form of NASCAR vehicle.
Jordy went up there, which is going to actually make that third lane roll.
So where is Tony Stewart? Let's check in with his radio and what he's dealing with.
It's way more fun than what we did yesterday, though, I will admit that. Oh, it looks like it. Way more worried about balance right now. We get the balance, we'll get back up where we need to be. Okay. I'm really not worried about you. It's just the other cats, you know what I mean? Yeah, you might want to worry about me a little bit, but I'm with you.
Yeah, well,
So he's feeling good. Just once, maybe an adjustment.
the whole day was thrown off basically from the get-go this morning, so I was late getting things done today that I wanted to, so I was unable to start this like I wanted to, but I'm here now. I'm here for the nitty-gritty of it.
And I think right now he's still trying to figure it out. But the thing that a lot of people didn't realize about Tony Stewart is he's really, really intelligent as far as racecraft and the things that he does. He's not going to put that truck in a bad spot if he's not comfortable yet. So I think as this race goes on, he's going to continue to progress and get more comfortable and be more aggressive.
Dana, how about this driver lineup for you guys? I mean, you have some of the veterans, Wiley veterans, and you have the Minnie Tyrell that we mentioned first start here. Daniel Dye coming back to the Truck Series.
Yeah, I was talking to Stewart earlier, and I'm surprised how cerebral he is about it. It's like, you say he was nervous, but he seems so calm and smooth and breaking down what he needed to do in the race tonight. It was incredible. And then Minnie Tyrell too. I mean, talking to him tonight, I mean, he's on the big stage tonight, and he seems so calm and relaxed and smooth, knows what he needs to do. And for a kid like that, he got the experience to sit and talk with Tony Stewart for like an hour. And the guys from College Racing are saying, you couldn't pay for this. You couldn't, there's no way you could have this type of an experience in your first race like this.
I've been around Minnie a lot with our late model stuff, and he had never left home for 2 weeks. And when he went inside that house and he was drinking from a fire hose right off the bat because he was so uncomfortable with the things that he had to do that weren't in the race car. And that's what you want to do. That's what you did with the Ultimate Fighter. That's what you did with this Ram race for the seat. And
Why?
it's really cool to see somebody like that who came from Virginia and is now out here on the stage learning at a rapid pace and trying to figure all this out. But he knows how to win. He knows what to do.
Oh, well.
It's just a different situation that he's trying to figure out.
Well, I mean, I can.
Dana, thank you so much
I
for
could do
being here.
this.
Thanks for having me.
Great to get your perspective. We love seeing newbies. Congratulations on everything with the series. We look forward to seeing more.
Thank you.
How about this?
Just because I'm streaming doesn't mean I can still do things.
We'll be back from Daytona.
Turn back time on your engine with Valvoline Restore and Protect, a first-of-its-kind motor oil that removes up to 100% of engine-killing deposits and protects against future damage. Ask for Valvoline Restore and Protect at your next oil change.
Hey, let's go for a drive. Let's put your superhero belt on.
There you go, Grandpa.
Wow.
Returning the favor is a gift.
Superhero belt?
And Doug.
There it is, Limu, the 50-yard line. Soon we'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance.
Well,
To save
not great. The good news is the collision shop said, well, they didn't recommend driving it, but I was able to get it to the collision shop.
Only pay for what you need.
You know,
It starts with Celsius.
to 2 years and 2
I'm
months.
training for life.
It's been
From
since
after-school pickups to meal prep.
they hit the one
12-hour night
that
shift.
killed my
Time
dart,
to
so
I've got to stay ready.
Dawn Patrol starts with a Celsius. I got a whole day to seize. First it's cardio, then it's a race against the clock.
yeah.
I've got 48 to do.
I might as well tell all the chat for those that don't know that are not members of my Discord. Hit a deer this morning on the way to work. So yeah, that happened. So my whole day's kind of been off, and I went in to work later, so I had to stay later. I had to
Cold and smooth survival skills.
I was gonna go to the grocery store after work for my mother, and that went later. I didn't eat dinner until like 7 o'clock, so
Looks like happy.
had to eat dinner, had to shower. I didn't get in here. That's why I'm so late
Turn back
here.
time on your engine with Valvoline Restore and Protect.
To answer your question, Bumble,
Right now, enter for your chance to win a trip to the FIFA
I had it.
26 final.
I have to shout out the people in my local area because there was ones that stopped, including 2 off-duty firefighters while I was waiting for the cops so I could get a report. And
Aerial coverage.
one guy actually stopped, looked for the deer. The deer was in a ditch, but it apparently got up, took off running.
Gorgeous night here.
So we don't know. The deer took off running. For all we know, it could die later. We don't know.
In stage number
Same thing happened with the deer that
Time by, guys.
landed on my darts hood 2 years ago.
38 of Chandler Smith now leading. Carson Hocebar, we had been talking about him as well.
I had a couple. Oh,
Got trucks in the wall.
that's Tony.
98.
I think that's Tony caught up with.
Jake Garcia, Tony Stewart, and the 25 involved there. Tony was just sounding pretty optimistic, getting comfortable in that.
I think
truck.
somebody got into the back of the 98
Wrong
there.
place, wrong time right there.
Very similar. Looks.
Racetrack right into the side
It's
of
very
the
similar to the 06 shootout, the incident between, or no, the 07 shootout, the incident between oh no 07. It was July race with Stewart and Hamlin.
What do you guys think? Fixable from what you see?
I don't think so. I mean, even I mean, it's probably fixable, but it's not going to be competitive. But let's see what happens.
98 was in the middle there. Did he get clipped by the 11? Oh no, he just wiggled.
Big wiggle right into him. I don't see Tony could do anything about it.
Yeah, and that's that's the same part of the racetrack that Cletus McFarland
Just
wrecked
wiggled.
earlier. He just got loose right there and overcorrected.
Stepped out, got sideways, and
Big overcorrection. I mean, I said it, right? That is a tough spot, and you see Stuart Friedman.
wrong place, wrong time.
Headlight as well. That part of the racetrack is just, the truck gets light. There's no grip. And if you're
I can vouch for running the Gen 4 iRacing races off a turn 4. The car wants to do that. It wants to step out.
Middle of the pack, so just really easy if you get yourself in the wrong position right there.
Granted, the truck race I ran the other day on iRacing, you really didn't see that so much off of corner number 4. But again, that's a video. That's a simulator versus the actual thing. So.
I think they can fix it. Like you said, Kevin, they can probably fix some of it and get it to where it rolls and it's going to be okay. But the splitter's going to be messed up. There's a ton of right side damage.
Oh yeah, splitter's damage. You can see the way the splitter is.
So this caution will end the stage.
Curious to how much damage there is to the right front wheel itself.
Hate to see that for Smoke. Haven't seen him in NASCAR as a driver in 10 years. He was loving every minute of it. So we're under caution here. Pit road will be open momentarily.
Well, the issue at this point is the mechanical damage. You know, how much are the wheels damaged? You may be able to hang in the draft, but
COPD isn't pretty. From the struggle to breathe, to getting stopped in your tracks. But with Trelegy, I can finally move forward. With 3 medicines in 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps my airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Once daily Trelegy also improves lung function, so I can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful
seeing
all day and night.
footage from the Cletus wreck, it seems like very similar to I think was it Nelson PK that had that wreck down there? Granted, his truck went in the air, PK's did. I think it was 2012. Well, I went live late as well too, John, so.
The 2026 Live Golf season continues. It is on. You ready? Oh, yes. Don't miss it.
Tune in to Live Golf Adelaide.
This is how
Also, I seen that clip on X of Chase Briscoe pretending to be a fan for Tony. That's kind of funny. Reminds me of, who was it?
Deserves to eat some fruit.
There was somebody else that did that. Paluto, is
You
Paluto.
can't have too much of a good thing. That's why
Oh,
USAA.
yeah. I know it was the 32 truck, I just couldn't remember the driver.
Provide the military community with exceptional insurance and banking options. Because at USAA, we take care of our own.
A little bit.
Paris. Exclusive.
It went up on the. It went up on 2 wheel. It went up. It was on. It had 2 wheels in the air, but.
Experience once-in-a-lifetime trips to the most exciting places with Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Taste our family commitment to high-quality, real, natural cheese. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
Richard's first day back.
Tuesday, March 3rd, Doc returns with an explosive all-new episode.
One mistake, and I am taking you down.
O2 sats are dropping. Lung collapse.
My patient is a malpractice lawyer, and he got wind of your mistake.
There's only one thing we can do.
Lie about it and cover it up.
You know any doctors who've gotten away with stuff they shouldn't have?
Doc returns, all new Tuesday, March 3rd on Fox.
tomorrow, the ACC and Big Ten collide in prime time for the inaugural Nashville Hoops Showdown as number 15 Virginia takes on Bruce Thornton and Ohio State. It all begins tomorrow at 8 Eastern on Fox. All right, so the 19 of Daniel Hemrick, before that last caution, we saw him come down pit lane, and we were told he had a missing spoiler brace, so he was penalized, and that's why he brought it down. He's being shown as 3 laps down right now in 36th. Amanda, what are you hearing?
Jamie, it was exactly that. It was a missing spoiler brace, and there was a penalty that he was going to be assessed if they did not come down pit road and replace that spoiler brace. I did talk to Bill McAnally quickly. He is pretty certain that that spoiler brace was on that truck before it entered into competition tonight. Thinks it must have been loose and came off during the race here. But as you can imagine, the team was pretty fired up over the wall to get that spoiler brace on and get Daniel back out. He was running P7 when he had to drop out of that pack and come here to pit road.
And that's Kevin Bellicourt, his crew chief, you saw standing there waiting on an answer from NASCAR. Now, I also mentioned Carson Hocevar, who has led the most laps tonight, 15 to be exact, and all of a sudden he went from first to shuffled mid-pack.
Yeah, and the engine, it sounds like the engine just shut off right there, and we've seen that happen a few times with these Ilmor motors in the truck series. So he definitely lost all his track position, went to the back, and it took back off, and he was able to start moving himself back forward. So you'll see right here.
Yeah, you see here on the replay, this happened during our commercial break. You see Hemmer coming out pit road for the penalty, and you see Hocevar, the leader, it just cuts off. And luckily no one ran in the back of him, and then it pops right back on, and he's able to tag on the back of the field.
Let's listen to his radio.
No, it's shut off. We're back going. He said shut off. Could be a blessing to disguise here. Just keep your eye out. Well, we're going to win the stage. Yeah, 10-4. Hope I have an opportunity to win the race.
I didn't see the comment though, because it looked like to me like that came up just as the replay was showing, but I didn't see when it was posted.
Chandler Smith in the 38 will be credited with that stage win.
Something I thought was interesting there when Carson Hocevar's truck turned, shut off. Him and McDowell were kind of controlling the pace of the field. The two of them were working well together, and it was hard for anyone to really mount a good attack on him. Once McDowell lost his teammate, all of a sudden you see those Fords. Look at the top three Ford F-150s, boom, right up front. It takes a team, is what I'm trying to say. And when you're able to get control with the right trucks around you, you're able to do some great things. And McDowell right now is saying, hey, where's my friend? Where'd you go?
So drivers coming out of turn 2 right now. Next time by, pit road should be open. Kevin, what's our fuel strategy? Sponsored by Zero Carbon Bioethanol. What do you think?
Well, you need to leave pit road with a completely full fuel tank, because this next stage is 60 well, we're at 60 laps to go right now, so you're going to be 56, and we know that the fuel's 32 34 laps, somewhere right in there as far as how you can go. But I think you want to fill everything up right here to make sure that you're ready to play the game depending on how the cautions fall in this last stage.
It can go a lot of different ways. It could be a lot of cautions, and you can save a ton of fuel under caution. Also,
I give you one, John. I like I said, I didn't see it. I'm only taking the word for it, but I use this as the blanket one. For those that are new here, I try to avoid spoilers. So if you're watching some other way, or you see seeing it before you see here, don't say anything until you see it here. It's just for those that this is the way they can. I don't want it spoiled for those that are watching through here, which has happened. And
all used cars have been in an accident. Half. Carfax can show how damage impacts price, so you don't have to overpay.
Cool. What do you think of this guy?
You don't have to overpay. That is one smart fox. Always look for me and shop millions of great deals at Carfax.com.
Tony's having a blast with the NHRA. I mean, I don't blame him. NHRA is fucking fun. He's having so much fun doing that. It's like, you might go do that,
Liberty?
Are you hungry? It's simple as side now.
And something to leave.
Only pay for what you need.
I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't get gold doesn't mean my kids are. Everybody gets those hits, right?
Yep, boy, I love my Junior Mints.
And if you don't have the right insurance, you can be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
One thing that has not changed since I was a kid, my love of Junior Mints.
I mean, we all do it. You see a line, have no idea what it's for, but your brain is like, should I join it? It's crazy, right?
Hey, let me call you back. I gotta stand in a line.
Even crazier is that folks stick with insurance that keeps them waiting around to file a claim, while Geico's claim support is available day or night. I mean, I'd have FOMO about that, if anything. Excuse me, what are you waiting?
No one knows.
Okay.
You're cool. You can cut.
I'm alright, actually.
No, seriously.
It feels good to step out of line. It feels good to Geico.
Bundle home and auto and you're protected 365.
I said it before. Tony Stewart was basically that generation's AJ Foyt. He literally down to the name. I mean, Tony even said that AJ was a hero of his. You know, he literally could. You put him in anything, he could win in it.
Waiting for pit road to open, bring these guys down. Happy you're joining us as we kick off the 2020.
And that's why I look at somebody like Kyle Larson is probably the modern, is probably the next Tony Stewart. I mean, there's a reason Tony wanted him. And if it wasn't for Ford putting the Bosch to the deal, Tony would have grabbed him from Ganassi.
Of Daniel Hemrick. The team was lobbying to get that penalty reversed. And they're coming your way now, Amanda.
You're going to take a look at Taylor Gray coming up down to pit road, is back in a truck for the first time since 2024. He's already assessing who can help him out there ahead at stage 3. Wanted to sell the 62. Hey, I'm working good with John Hunter Nemechek. Pair me up with
Well, no, they did it, Colito, because trust me, as a Larson fan, I understand why Ford did what they did, because they have their own, they have the brand, you know, they got to take care of their brand, and after what Larson did, that's why. In fact, I think that's also a big reason why Larson had a hard time finding sponsorship with Hendrick Motorsports, despite the fact that he won a championship.
Strategy here. Majeski, 4 tires, Stenhouse up there with 2. We'll be back. Drop the green flag when we come back.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep
I disagree with the Ford leadership, though. If any one of the big 3 is run by morons, it's fucking GM.
fewer bowel movements and less
But I won't get into that here.
Most patients achieve remission at 1 year, and some patients saw
I won't get into my thoughts of the big 3 here. Granted, I basically live in the backyard of the big 3. So.
Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over
Well, apparently they lost the brace. Because I was listening to it as I'm reading chat. They lost the brace. NASCAR basically forced them to come down pit road under green to replace it. But now they want to penalize them further for that. Is what it sounds like.
Maybe not that summit. To sub 7. Any event, any terrain, any time. Race you.
It's not Ford's big problem is the same issue with Toyota. It's like they don't have, none of the teams are willing to go with them. That's criminal law, Port. because they look at the success of a team like Junior Motorsports. That's why. Most of these smaller teams are going to jump to a manufacturer that they know the manufacturer has somebody that's doing well. Oh, we want to latch on and get support from them.
The ACC and Big Ten collide in the Nashville Hoop Showdown. Watch this, Virginia takes on Bruce Thornton.
Alex, there's a reason why one of the most reliable cars in the U.S. today is the Toyota Camry.
The best anglers in the world battle the wild and each other.
I asked my stepdad's nephew when I needed to get a car, what car would you get? He said Subaru. Subaru or Toyota were the two most reliable.
Yeah, right there. Right there.
Well, you got your picture made.
I wasn't sure
Crossing
when
the
the
finish
caution
line.
came. I was in denial when the caution came out. But different.
Big win. How about that? The end of that long grueling race. And here he is making his Truck Series debut. Just here to collect another trophy.
Yeah, and I think they were very cautious in the first two stages. You see Stenhouse right here going to line up third. Very cautious.
Wait, Ricky's never won a truck race till now?
Stage points. I mean, I know the team might want them, but ultimately
Huh.
Ricky's here to try to win the race, and we know that he can do that.
That's weird.
Remember, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has never run a truck ever. This is his first race.
Well,
in a truck. It's crazy and hard to
yeah,
believe
okay, that's kind of crazy.
But yeah, I mean, he's got a couple stages now under his belt to be able to just kind of learn a little bit. What can the truck can and cannot do?
Ultimately, though, if you look at the column, though,
all things to gain and nothing to
Cindric has a title, whereas Briscoe does not.
You know who's having a quiet night is Travis Pastrana.
That might have influenced that decision, too.
I don't know what happened. Equipment interference. We're seeing. Okay, pit road penalty.
Tail end.
So 55 to go as they get the green.
Way harder to get yourself back in that position.
I'm just trying to familiarize myself with some of the names, too.
And his team have been up front.
Yeah, they said equipment interference, too, John.
To the last stage, and now you got to make all that ground back up and dodge all the carnage that is going to probably happen at some point.
And something that affects a lot of the field right there, he drops to the rear after the choose. So the whole row that was behind him all moves up. They didn't know that when they were choosing before they got to the boxing. So that does affect the field a lot when the penalty is called that late.
So McDowell drops back, led 13 laps earlier. Number 5 of Nick Lights.
Well, the intensity's getting ready to pick up. We've seen some good racing. We've seen a couple of minor accidents, but
There's hardly any names that I recognize anymore now, you know, when it comes to the lower divisions.
Nick Lights in his 9th career start, driving for Tricon Garage. That number 5 on the outside, Ty Majeski on the inside. 55 laps to go from Daytona.
Oh, big pushes up top.
Corey LaJoy in that 75 on the outside.
Well, and you can just see the experience from the guys that know how to push and the guys that don't. And right now, Corey LaJoy, he's always been a really strong pusher, and you see him behind that 5 truck up on the outside lane.
You see them open up that middle. When that middle's open like that, all it takes is somebody to stuff it down there in the center and
It's very inviting.
going on there. So you always want to be careful of leaving that open.
Lights falls back, waiting to get hooked up again with the 75.
And there's Hocevar 3 wide up top. My man just makes the moves. He's got a super fast truck, and when he goes, a lot of trucks go with him because they know he's going to the front.
That's John Hunter Nemechek right in front of him.
Yeah, and we heard those trucks talk earlier about some of the trucks that they wanted to connect with, and John Hunter Nemechek was one of those trucks because the experience in the field, it makes a difference, Joey, because of the...
I don't know, I'm just now watching action myself, Jesse, so... Oh, 4 wide. They shoved the 5 out of there.
Got a little broken up there.
Oh, that was a squeeze.
Threading that needle.
That was a squeeze.
Once they got 2 wide and then 3 wide, the whole bottom lane got cleared. That's all the bottom trucks. They were just sitting there in the bottom lane. When they started racing 3 wide, it killed the top 2 lanes. In the bottom
Kind of interesting that the 2 names that were kind of the draw into this race are out of the race.
Went back to the garage, and he has been checked and released from the infield care center. Smoke, it was fun while it lasted. Chandler Smith won that stage, now falling back.
Well, you see that outside lane as
He's
as
got
the
4th in
inside
line,
lane just gets
Perez.
really organized. Carson Hocevar up there trying to make something happen. You see those trucks come down the racetrack trying to get a side draft. Slow that inside truck down and pick them off one at a time.
Butterbean Queen, guys, 3rd truck in line on the outside, doing a really good job.
Well, that's what he's here to do. That's what the Truck Series is for. It teaches you how to race on the super speedways. It teaches you how to bump draft, and that's just the next step in everything that he's done throughout the ARCA series and in his late model career. And now he's run enough of this race now that he should be comfortable doing the things that he needs to do.
Hocevar shoving Nemechek, and here they come.
They're pushing each other down the back straightaway.
Nice and line and straight, and they're driving.
You got 2 of the most experienced drivers in the field here as far as Cup experience. They're putting it all to work when they come here to the Truck Series. They know a lot of things a lot of the truckers don't know yet from racing in the Cup Series.
Time Majeski, Ricky Sanchez Jr., the dangerous combination. Those 2 hooked up at the front, Kevin.
Well, they hooked up at the front, but the thing that I think is that 88 truck has a lot of speed in it. We've seen him consistently.
Usually not a bad guy, I think, to take it. He was a teammate of Crafton's, and he had a bad choice.
That outside lane starts a challenge, which looks like it might not be long.
Every time someone goes 3 wide in the middle, though, that is hurting the momentum of the top lane. So they need to stay 2 by 2 to get.
I don't know. I think the pushing between Nemechek and Hocevar is not really diminishing them.
Tony Stewart, he's with Amanda.
He walked over to the interview and just said it was just starting to get fun out there. And Tony, you were squeezed into the wall there by Jake Garcia. What was your experience with it?
We just didn't know what we were going to have balance-wise, and it felt a little free at the beginning. I just tried to keep sneaking up on it, and first change really didn't move the needle, so they tried wedge instead of track bar and air, and it's actually started responding to it. So we probably needed to make that same change again, but it was at least in a spot where I felt comfortable being 3 wide and felt like I could hustle a little more. But we knew we still needed at least one more adjustment like that. But it was starting to get fun where we can.
Damn, it didn't take McDowell long to get back up there.
Get in the middle of that stuff. So
he was the one trying to make it 3.
It just comes across the nose, but it's just part of it.
I heard your crew chief said to you, maybe you want to do this again sometime. What was your answer to him?
Well, I don't know. I didn't think I was going to be here 10 years after I retired, so I think we have to learn to never say never. But yeah, it's a great opportunity. I mean, I'm so appreciative of Matt Collick and Chris Rice, Ty Norris, everybody at Ram and Collick Racing. They did an awesome job, and Alex was doing a great job. TJ did a great job spotting. Just just finally getting in a spot where I felt like I could start hustling and being in the mix there a little bit early on. It was just like kind of hang on, and knew we needed to.
Tony knock the rust off,
to make that stop. So probably needed.
I think that's what Tony was saying. Is kind of get the knock the rust off, and.
So at least they're building a notebook now. I mean, the rest of the guys are out there still digging, so they'll build a good notebook for when we come back next time.
Hope to see you soon, champ.
Yeah, thanks.
Never say never. Tony Stewart, maybe we will see him back behind the wheel again. How about this battle up front, guys? John Hunter Nemechek working with Carson Hocevar.
Yeah, and we talk about Hocevar being aggressive. Nemechek was really aggressive on those side drafts.
Hocevar
right
wants
there.
the lead.
All right, I've had
got it.
The front. I want to be the leader.
As soon as he got cleared, he did that same move early in the race to McDowell. As soon as he got cleared, boom, to the bottom. Put the air on the nose. He wants to be up front, and he's driven from the back to the front a couple.
That's what kind of surprised me to throw up the graphic earlier because I had the race on while I was getting things done before I could jump on here. And Tony's 54. When the fuck did Tony Stewart get above the age of 50? You know.
Okay, the plumber's fixing that burst pipe. Should be all set.
Good thing you're protected 24/7 with your home and auto bundle from Progressive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out the right caption to post about this.
Maybe something like, I have protection, just need a lifeguard.
What about that emoji with a shocked face?
Or maybe flooded with emotion.
That's too much. Try Tuesdays are cray.
You know, technically, you don't have to post everything that happens online.
I totally believe you. Life is meaningless without affirmation, am I right?
Bumble, we were talking about it last night with the Dale Senior stuff. The fact that it's 25 years since 2001. The fact right now, we are closer to 2050 than 2000. That's what gets me. That we are closer to 2050 than 2000. Time flies, doesn't it?
Head for the mountains.
We'll come back later.
Born on America's greatest racetracks, developed in the Top Liner lab, tested where it matters most. At every turn, every lap, every win. A protective coating engineered under extreme conditions, applied with precision, designed to last. For high-speed laps and for the people who keep America moving. Top Liner, dealer opportunities nationwide. Inquire for your area at topliner.com.
I say time flies just in life.
Choice words. But with KFC's $5 bowls packed with all this crispy chicken, he wouldn't have any words at all, because his mouth would be filled with gravy and greatness. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
You want to feel it? Take a truck, sprint down the track, and get ready for a fight.
He is an absolute weapon.
Timid? Stay home.
Hard racing.
Friday nights under the lights. Racing that's pure. Passion.
Yeah, well, be sure to save me some. Well, technically that's this year. John, obviously November would be the official anniversary, but hell, it'll be 20 years since his first this year.
What a perfect night for a little fire. First race of the weekend. We welcome you back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series live from Daytona. Carson Hocevar just continues.
Ooh, they're getting aggressive. I know we're getting down to the nitty gritty, 44 to go, but
And when I was coming up through the Busch Series, I always wanted to race against the Cup guys because I felt like I learned so much, and I feel like it's the same thing here in the Truck Series. We saw these two.
you got proven winners here at the front, though. Hocevar, or people that have won in the series, I should say. Hocevar, Nemechek, Etkis, Majeski, Riggs, Akram.
Whoever it is, learn a ton.
Yeah, and you see another Cup guy.
Hello from
Remember, he just had that penalty when we went back
below.
He had driven all the way back up to third and about found his teammate again. And we've seen those Spire trucks are fast. I mean, they are just like the moves like that. Look at the momentum kill. They keep going. I mean, they got some strong trucks.
I think you mean, will we ever? Holy. Oh, hang on to it, Carson. We stay green. Looks like everybody's going to get around him. Yeah, he's got a rear tire down. I think Joey called that.
How about heads-up driving by everybody in the field, guys? That was incredible.
Yeah, I thought
Now get it rolling. Get it rolling.
Caution is out for the 4th time tonight. Another heartbreaker.
Nope. Left rear.
Joey, how strong those
Left rear.
are. Showed how he drove from the back to the front more than one time tonight.
Well, don't count him out yet. It's the left rear tire, obviously.
Just clear the fender.
They'll have to bend some sheet metal back, and they'll be okay. They're going to put tires on it, and as fast as those trucks have been, don't count them out yet.
You're saying there's a chance.
Yes.
Well, he's made it from the back to the front a couple of times, so.
Of all places for this to happen.
You see in the turn.
While leading.
You can tell something's off, and I think the others seen that too. And here he's just trying to blow it up.
Yeah.
And you don't want to.
Well, Carson did a good job because it didn't spin on him until he got down here. Down here in turn 4.
What a
is when it finally actually came around.
I mean, to be able to feel that that tire was going around, and those guys, luckily, with the experience that they had right there to realize
Yes.
that he has a problem.
Yes, Mumble, I think we will.
You see it right
Maybe
there.
not to the level of, Johnson's 7 titles. But we'll see dominant drivers. NASCAR always has eras where, a driver is dominant in an era.
That tire would have come apart right there.
And I guarantee you we'll see it. In fact, I'd almost say Kyle Larson. I almost want to say Kyle Larson right now. Again, not to the extent of Johnson. He's only got 2 titles right now, but
I mean, it's so scary. You're catching a truck that fast, and you're like, oh, should I move up? Is the
not
truck going to move up?
in this era.
And let's give Justin Haley some credit right there.
I don't think you'll see it this era. Not to that extent.
A scenario like that is just dump the gas, hit the brake pedal because you'll get run over from behind.
Well,
so you're looking in the mirror, lifting out of the gas.
it's more like the guys that ended up, the 3 that ended up winning the 7 titles. Also, yeah, you're welcome, Expos. Petty, Senior, and Johnson. They never got 8 because they never had a true good season to be in contention for an 8th. Johnson teetered off after 2017. Senior, obviously, we lost him. And Petty fell off. So it feels like somebody probably could get to 7. You'd almost... For somebody to win 8 championships and actually beat that mark, you'd have to be like good right from the get-go and have it sustained. Because there's always a slowdown at the end of the drivers' careers. And it's just those guys could not capitalize to get an 8th title before the slowdown, or in Senior's case, before we lost him. Even Jeff had a bit of a fall off too. Although he somewhat had a bit of a resurgence in 2014 as far as before his last season.
Michael McDowell, a little trouble getting out of his pit stall there, but he wanted possibly a track bar adjustment, ultimately decided not to go with it and just go with fuel.
John Hunter Nemechek was a little bit tight early in the race. Good right now on that run in the 91 at Christian Exis. Driving good. They just took fuel.
Drivers filling it up with Sunoco race fuel with 0 carbon bioethanol. And you heard issues for Michael McDowell in his pit box.
Well, no, he got trapped.
A little too close for comfort.
I have NR, but I don't really necessarily play it. Not like I did.
It's why I wanted more for my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my
Now I'm just more iRacing than I am anything else.
And I can be more active. It's a difference I can feel and he can see.
Camzyos is proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy, as Camzyos may harm your unborn baby. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be back.
It's interesting you bring that up, Mumble, because I'll even look at Jeff Gordon. His last championship was in 2001. 25 years this year. The very next year, he did not win a Cup race until the Fall Bristol race. The infamous, or well, now famous, the bump and run on Rusty. There is something to... And I do believe that there is such thing as a championship hangover. Whether it's a contender or the champion themselves, there is a hangover the year after they have either a successful season or a title season. If you ask me, that is the most impressive thing about Johnson's 5 straight. Because normally you see the fall off, and Johnson's crew, the last one of the 5 straight, the 2010 title, was the one you actually saw the weakness in the team. The other 4, you never saw that weakness.
Starting at $5.99. You won't want to miss this one. The World Baseball Classic. Ohtani.
Honestly, he probably should not have won 5 and 7. 6 was more like a return to form for the first 4 titles, but
Bryce Harper, he's one of my favorites. A beast. Beautiful aerial coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Legends aren't born, they're proven. But the groundskeepers, I have to give them a shout out. I mentioned it to you guys.
Do you mean the fast food chain, Kalito? Yeah, I liked it. I'm not near a location now like I used to be, but
like doing donuts in it, tearing up the grass, and they did an incredible job fixing it. That's all fresh from tonight, I believe. Cletus.
He just mowed it, and
Yes,
I would
he
agree
did.
with you on a couple things. They did a great job with the grass. You can still kind of see the donuts right there, but I mean, you called yourself a nerd, so I'll just agree with you.
Hey, I hang out with my kind.
That's right.
yeah.
Butcher in his
Bristol, Texas, and then his last career win at Dover.
Coming out pit road again, just topping it off one more time, just trying to get every last drop of fuel before we go back green. This is the one to go. They're choosing right now. All these trucks said, I'm just going to take just a little bit more gas.
So 37 laps to go, guys. Next time by.
Yeah, and that's more than a couple trucks. That's 3/4 of the field right there. That tells you how tight this pit window is on fuel.
So you're feeling pretty good. Things are. No.
All right, you're clear.
They're right there.
Not
They need
unless,
another caution or two,
not unless
right?
we have some cautions. You're going to need to really take care of the fuel right
Mm.
here.
I really don't have one. I have a lot of things that I snack on, but I wouldn't necessarily say that I have like a go-to.
And understanding how many laps they need to save.
Ford Racing on board for Chandler Smith, currently 19th. Led 7 laps tonight. You hear him shutting it off right there.
It's acting funny. I don't know if he shut it off or not. Maybe he did, but yeah, I mean, I think what's tough for these teams, right? You know, these Cup guys. Yeah, he's cutting it off, trying to coast. The Cup guys have their fuel mileage really scienced out,
Well,
right? These guys that just focus on fuel mileage are really, really good. Remember, the Truck Series is.
I'm going to say something that kind of goes against that. General acceptance. Oh, it had to be the Pocono crash. Johnson had worse wrecks. I mean, I looked no further than the wreck at Watkins Glen in 2000, when he went headlong into the Armco.
When you don't know you're out of gas until you're out of gas. So there's not much of a warning.
Or the hard lick he took at Darlington with AJ Allmendinger when AJ's brakes failed.
The lineup is going to look a little bit funky because when you pit for the second time, you go to the tail end of the longest line, and that's why you only see those first 3 rows double file. Everybody else has to line up single file.
So Tanner Gray.
Yeah.
Justin Haley on the inside in the 16.
And all those trucks being single file is going to really change the complexion of this restart and how these trucks get runs and how these front 4 trucks are spread out and so far away.
John, they literally said why. Because when you top off, you know, like on the last lap before green, you have to restart single file. That's why there was that line of single file trucks.
As they catch the lead pack there.
Didn't take long at all. John Hunter Nemechek has done an incredible job tonight for Helmar Friesen, running that second truck with them.
Well, you can just see his confidence in that truck and the way that he's able to just push and do the things that he's done. Every time they get behind, they find themselves right back at the front of the pack.
I just laugh how spread out they were 1 lap ago.
No, you see the issue then, and everybody wants to say Pocono, but then why didn't Jimmy just decide to hang it up at the end of 17? If he really felt like that, if he really felt, oh, that's it, I'm done, why go 3 more years? Why not just say, okay, like what Junior did? Junior finally said, okay, I'm done at the end of 17.
He's been there most of this race. You see Justin Haley, who restarted first, sliding back just a little bit.
And you see John Hunter push him out there. You see that truck come back to him. And
That's my question then, you know?
You don't want to get yourself too far
Not that I don't disagree with the fact that every driver has a moment, that has a wreck later in their career, they're kind of like, okay, do I want to really keep doing this?
Truck right now. He just broke free. He's going to have a run. He can either take the run or he's just
Yes and no, because, I mean, his worst statistical season was the last year with Chad, in 18.
There you see that
So,
again of Brendan Queen right there. So he is definitely learning a lot. He's doing a great job. He's not put himself in any bad spots. And as we get towards the end of this race, he's going to hopefully put himself in a position to
restart the way it was, Prime, because when you top off, you have to restart single file. You couldn't do the choose. You had to start single file. That's why it restarted the way it did. Oh!
There's a very late block. They got away with one there.
We were trying to block roads there.
The joy there in the 75 truck. We referenced it earlier about his aggression and the things that he can do on a super speedway as well. We've seen it many times on Sunday. We've seen it in this truck, and a lot of contenders with a lot of experience up towards the front of this pack.
Gio Ruggiero, first time he's found himself up in the top 5 in that 17 truck. Finished second here last year in his first time out in a truck. Went on to win at Talladega. Ooh, they're getting a little too close back there on the inside.
Back square on exit.
Yeah, you see that bed flap right there stuck straight up in the air on Justin Haley's truck.
You mentioned how good Justin Haley is around here. 2 wins in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, 1 Cup Series victory. He's gotten it done at Talladega.
And it's really...
Justin trying to hit for the cycle. He's got a Cup win here, and O'Reilly win here. Can he get a truck win here? Hit for the cycle.
It's almost a low pressure zone, and almost the arrows circle right there and almost pull those doors up sometimes, and it looks like that one is definitely locked open.
You can imagine.
I look at, sorry, Jamie, I was looking at the field, and it looks fairly calm right now, and I see a lot of, this is the first time I've seen this whole race, is where some people are content where they are, and it makes me think they're saving.
You got a good shot. You got at least one up here leading. Not a bad driver to be leading with either.
And stay there and save a few drops of gas, maybe save me a lap or 2 for later in the race.
That kind of sucks as you are leading the race. You are burning more fuel.
Guys, Dana White was up here with us, and his enthusiasm and excitement for being part of this Ram program, being back in NASCAR. They're leading this race, and it's the first time Ram has led in the Truck Series since 2014. Colleague racing, job well done. So much work and effort. So many hiring of employees to get here. 5 trucks in the field, 5 trucks full-time this year.
31 to go.
See everybody at the top of the racetrack, and I used to call this the Dell Junior line. All of a sudden, so I believe
Ben Rhodes falling back.
Bottom right here, where it's at on
99.
the screen right here. I can't touch the monitor, but that bottom right percentage on the dash right there, I believe that's the throttle percentage. So you can see it right now at 99.5. That's basically going to be right at 100. You see it start to dip down right there, 40s, 50s. That's the throttle percentage, and being able to sit in this pack like that, that's what they have to do is dip out of that throttle right now to get themselves a couple laps full of fuel.
Still 1 in front of the 11, half front now. Still
a couple of laps to save fuel. I'll spit it out right here at some point.
30 laps to go here. Justin Haley continues to lead over Tanner Gray, John Hunter Nemechek, Gio Ruggiero, And the 88 of Ty
5 in trouble.
That's the 9 at Grand
I think he's
Enfinger.
got a flat tire.
Looks like
Oh, excuse me, the 9.
Looks like it's the right rear this time, though.
Yeah, you
Yep.
can see the carcass of that right rear tire
It looks like he's going to get down.
flopping around, I believe, right there.
And you don't know what cut it down, right? Could be low air pressure, everyone being, maybe aggressive. It could be just bumping into each other. There's a lot of contact throughout the draft. You get a little rub, you could cut it down.
Grant Enfinger, one of 2 former winners here at Daytona. He was running 10th at the time that the tire let go. We stay green. He keeps it straight.
Stay green, 29 to
You
go.
guys were content with saving a little bit of gas. You also got others that are saying, hey, I'm too far back. I got to get up there a little bit. That's what you see that bottom line doing.
There's another look at that 9 truck at Grant Enfinger. There goes the carcass.
Yeah, and he wanted that tire to roll to the right.
Yes.
He wanted that tire to roll up the racetrack, not down the racetrack.
Ooh.
Because they will consider that.
Jacked up Tyler Anchor a little bit there.
Oh, they're
Michael McDowell getting aggressive.
They are going to get more and more aggressive until somebody wrecks at the end of this race, because the harder you push, the faster that truck is going to go in front of you.
Well, it's back to 3 wide here.
3 wide.
For the lead, I mean.
28 laps to go from Daytona. We're going to step aside, but you won't miss a thing. We're going box side by side.
Nothing stops Ram. That means we deliver knockouts. Boom.
Welcome to the jungle.
We don't just ride the bull.
We are the bull.
We're light duty, heavy duty, Hemi V8s, Hurricanes, and Hellcats.
Oh!
With America's best powertrain.
Bouncing off each other there. It was Lane Riggs and Ankrum, I think, that were rubbing each other.
We're never gonna be something we're not, because nothing stops Ram.
It starts with Celsius. Fuel I can feel good about. I'm gonna need it. I'm training for life. From after-school pickups to meal prep to a 12-hour night shift. I don't have time to get ready. I've got to stay ready.
Dawn Patrol starts with a Celsius. I got a whole day to see.
97's got a flat.
The clock. Refuel. I've got 48 to do and 24.
Right front, or left front
It's
looks like.
4:49 a.m. Grab a Celsius, lock in. I've got a goal to hit and the deck to conquer. A party to be the life of and all the essential energy I need to do it.
Febreze. When you host, your bathroom can feel like a revolving door. Keep things fresh with Febreze Bathroom. It's an outlet-free air freshener that fights odors for 45 days. So even after every flush, you know your bathroom smells amazing.
Yep. Lane Riggs got a flat. Left front.
Off season.
Can he make it?
The chase is back.
Nope. Not gonna make it.
New championship format. No one is safe from
Just gotta bring the yellow out.
Really? That's why it's up?
on the long road to Miami.
Even year.
2026 is anyone's game.
Yeah, she did a good job to not slam the fence with it once it went down, but no, we stay green.
Meet IndyCar champ Joseph Newgarden. His neighbors would say he's perfect, but killers often hide in plain sight. See, Joseph once ripped a man's heart out on live TV. His pulse never got above 85. So if you ever do meet Joseph Newgarden, pray to God you meet him here and not here. You want to catch
25 to
Joseph
go.
Newgarden? Welcome to the fastest racing on earth.
NASCAR and the NTT IndyCar Series are coming to Phoenix.
I'm gonna do an iRacing race. Maybe I'll do some iRacing after this is done. Oh, I'm gonna plug this now. But on my Discord, after the O'Reilly race tomorrow night, or tomorrow, I'm going to screen share Days of Thunder. We're going to do kind of like a riff tracks of Days of Thunder. So if you've never seen Days of Thunder, and which I don't know, I think most people have. If you haven't seen it, I'd like to come watch me and my Discord bros riff track it tomorrow night after the O'Reilly race.
Car, not with a lot of speed. They get 4 wide for a second there, and that little bit of contact.
I always try to see if I could at least watch it before you watch it anytime before the 500, because I love the opening and the music, and the score.
Inside.
Yep, and there you see it starting to spark. Left front's down. It's going to get a little worse here. And then you're in the fence.
And that's his teammate right behind him, by the way, saying, "Get me out."
Yeah, and that's worst case scenario for those teammates, because for Lane Riggs, obviously he has the damage and everything happening. Now Chandler Smith has to come up with a new plan, because his security blanket is gone.
Slowly you're going to start to see these guys get more aggressive too. Especially when you start getting them running single file on the top like that, you're going to start to see them get more impatient behind them.
In the truck series, I think it's a pretty big deal that they're up there leading this race right now with everything that's happening as you see these trucks going 3 wide here, a little deeper in the pack. But Ram being at the front of this pack is something that has to be for Tim Kuniskis and that whole Ram group, Dana White, everybody standing there. What would it be like to win your first race back into the truck series?
Justin Haley has now led 15 laps, Josh.
Well, Jamie, and you guys talk about Ram being back in NASCAR. Well, also, Justin Haley back in the truck series, and I had a chance to catch up with him earlier today. He said, yeah, it was really tough getting released. He had moved his way up to the Cup Series. You know, he'd had success. He had won at Daytona. So when he got let go, he really had to think about what he wanted to do. He said he had several offers, but remembered the success he had with Colleague. It was a no-brainer for him to come over to Ram, to work with Colleague again, and come back here to win races. And right now, he's leading the field with 22 to go and feeling really good about his truck, guys.
Yeah, Josh, great update. Great. I mean, to come back to the truck series, you got to swallow your pride a little bit. John Hunter Nemechek did it, but he knows he's going to be in a competitive truck, and this makes it all worth it, right? He has a shot at a win.
21 to
This is a
go.
little bit different, right? Like, I think
Oh, and there goes somebody.
Around they go. This is
Hocevar.
Carson Hocevar.
Keep going.
Sliding.
I wonder if there's another flat.
It's a left rear flat.
But yeah, another left rear.
We're still green, and we just
He's
turned
below
yellow.
the
Caution is
racetrack.
out.
But it looks like they're going to throw it anyway.
Because this, I think they were all really nervous of saving, be out here, save fuel, of being able to make it to the end. This caution is going to help them a lot, and it's going to bring the intensity of the race up a lot, where everybody was just happy saving some gas because they had to get to the end. Now it's different. But yeah, but if I'm Carson Hocevar, I'm wondering what's going on with these flat tires right now. Is something rubbing? That's a couple.
So what do you think right here, Joey? Do you come in and just take a quick splash to cover yourself for a green-white checker, or do you bank on what you had saved right there?
Who am I and what place am I in? Right? And I think those are the questions you have to ask. If you're Ricky Stenhouse Jr., you're 17th, you have nothing to lose, might as well top it off, right? You're not racing for points. If I'm in the top 5, man, without knowing their full situation and what their fuel mileage is up here in the booth, it'd be hard to give up that track position.
No, I won't move Preston. No, I won't do that.
77 Carson Hocevar.
Yeah, and we think there's either, you see it again. That left rear tire is already flat.
Okay,
That's
I'll just
at
do
least
it.
2 for him. And we've seen several other trucks have a ton of flat tires tonight. So this is definitely an odd scenario with all the tire trouble that we have seen.
Hocevar has had a wild ride tonight. Drove from the back to the front twice. Then he cut the tire. That's why he was so far in the field again.
And he hasn't hit anything yet. That's the wild part.
He hasn't hit nothing. I mean, he was a lap down from the last time. He was just trying to get that lucky dog. And now, another left rear. It's kind of odd to see 2 left rears like that. It just makes you think something's up.
Great job.
Yeah, great job. Great way to save it.
Well,
and
you watch those, as you watch that replay, you can see those front tires start to lock up and unlock and lock.
I don't know if this is a Goodyear issue. That's the same truck that's had 2 issues. So at a certain point, the issue is not the tire itself. It's what are you doing to the tire that's making it fail.
Picking up some debris on the track. Pit road is open.
Well, I'm curious to see what happens here. I'm sure the back half of the field, tops off. But man, the leaders, it's tough.
I should have asked that question differently. I should have said, what would Paul do?
Yeah, Paul's staying out.
Of course, Paul whooped Joey Logano's crew chief on Sunday.
So a lot of them stayed out. So a lot of them feel pretty confident that they're going to make it. Now, the only thing I think about is green-white checker, right? A little bit of overtime finishes. Be nice to have a little bit extra gas for that.
I don't know until they do an assess of what they're, until the insurance says they're assessed of it, Bumble. I think it is. And judging by what the repair guys think, I think it's going to, but
Mommy, I have to go potty.
Oh.
on my way to work this morning, John, about 5:45 this morning.
What you build, builds you.
I know you're on the Discord, but if you go look at the event chat, place event chat, text chat, I posted the pictures of it. So yeah.
At visitcalifornia.com.
Dude, check that out. Wow.
You made it!
So excited to finally get together.
I know. This took us too long.
No, he took off before I could. He took off before I could. Before we could do anything. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Port. I know I'm gonna do something iRacing when the race is over, depending what time it's over.
No worries. Cascade, leaving nothing behind since 1955.
Actually, I should say it ultimately depends on what time the race ends.
To avoid going in circles, make note of recognizable landmarks, like that.
What's wrong with going in circles?
Different circles, Ross.
Okay.
Head for the mountains.
Blue Chew is my new go-to. This stuff right here, has changed my life. This is something that you definitely want to add into your inventory. But just be ready. One thing you're not going to do is regret getting it.
The Colonel knew folks hated Mondays, so he made sure Tuesdays were finger-licking good, with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders for just $10. It's TGI Tuesday. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal. KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Napa knows that 1 in 4 vehicles will need a new battery this year, and that's just the tip of the electrical iceberg. That's why Napa is a trusted solution for the electrical parts, tools, and expertise that keeps your business moving full speed ahead.
The Great American Race returns with back-to-back champion William Byron looking for an historic three-peat. It doesn't get bigger than this. The 68th running of the Daytona 500. That's Sunday, 2:30 Eastern, with pre-race coverage starting at 12:30. That's only on Fox. We know a couple guys who got the job done. How about this, Harv? I remember this day.
That was a great day, actually. Just a wild finish there.
This is a great one, too. Same sponsor.
What's the cut? That's what I was going to say. The common denominator.
Pretty neat. It's been a while, though.
It's hard to explain.
The vent chat, for sure, which is kind of my more serious topic thread, kind of.
Trophy, and it's the who's who of NASCAR racing, and pretty awesome event to stand in victory lane.
You can't.
It's a placed event, is actually what it's called.
That just keep rolling, right? Like
what I
even
called
when you
it?
come back here years later,
placed
out
event.
front here by the museum, your handprints and your foot, like everything that they put in the concrete. It's just a lot of really cool things that just keep adding up after you've won the Daytona 500, right? When you get introduced, it's NASCAR champion and Daytona 500 champion, right? Like those are the two things that the sport cares about the most.
Have you been back out to see your hands and feet?
It doesn't look good anymore.
Okay. I've never been out to...
You've never done that?
No, I've
you
never
should do
walked
that.
back
I did
out
that. I went out there with my kids, and they were putting their handprints in mine.
Aw.
It was
I
kinda
love
cute.
how
It
the
was cool.
winner, they take their car right away and then it ends up in the museum just the way they left it, with all the confetti and all the beer or whatever it may be. But what a moment. I remember that both for you guys. And they always say that winning the Great American Race just changes your life forever. And you guys, you can tell in your reflection that it truly does.
Well, it's just a race that you work all winter to prepare for, and you're not going to see any other race.
That's all I have to. Literally, that's all I have to do with people in Michigan. That's literally all I have to do. I'm about right here.
It means so much to our sport and everything that it was built on. And you walk into the Speedway. One of my favorite moments from the weekend so far was bringing Will Buxton here for the first time. He'd never been to the Daytona International Speedway, and when I brought him here, he was like a kid in a candy store. He's down there taking pictures.
The company I work for, Expos, is actually based out of Montreal.
We're here every year, and you kind of get used to everything that's happening. So it's great to see and hear that enthusiasm from somebody.
And Will Buxton,
Yeah, I did.
F1 legend broadcaster, and now he's play-by-play for the IndyCar series. So it's great to see him here. Well, Travis Pastrana, we haven't talked about him. He's having a quiet night. Let's listen to his.
16 to go when we get the green here.
All clear. Sorry, I want to be behind Stenhouse and Holsiver. Holsiver gave me the horns when he went by. He's Brad. That's so fun. Hey, poor man. Just stay right in line there. All good, buddy.
Did you call him Holsiver?
Yeah. Gave me the horns.
He's rad.
Hey, I tell you what, he's still got that thing in one piece, and considering everything that's
I can't believe Curtis's truck is still going.
Good job. Long ways to go here, though. 17 laps around Daytona. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but that is...
Watch Carson pull what Kyle Busch did here in 2012 in the shootout. Loop it a couple times, come back and win the race. You know.
For about 6 months now, and here they are tonight. Justin Haley has
I don't think he was ever a lap down.
He'll restart on the outside.
Tony's out of the race, beast. Got caught up in a wreck. 16 to go.
I just think business is going to pick up here.
Yeah, well, you're under 20 to go, Joey. Of course it's going to pick up. It's under 20 to go at Daytona. Of course it's going to ratchet up. Rich Lou Hardware is the name of the company, Expo.
One of the best pushing trucks and fastest trucks all night. It's just going to come down to that experience on the inside lane there with John Hunter Nemechek.
Tanner Gray.
He's been the best pusher all night.
You have Stuart Friesen up there, trying to get that third lane going.
Stuart Friesen up high. There's Michael McDowell still digging.
That's the Toyota show at the front now. 15 and 62 now to the front.
Leader crosses the line. We've reached our Craftsman. 15 to go. It's Tanner Gray out front.
Remember, Tanner Gray qualified up.
Haley coming back with help from Ty Majeski.
Put a fast truck out in the wind. It can really lead a lane well. And you see that, like, he's not really keeping John Hunter that close to him. You see he got away. Now John Hunter's back to him. He's not doing much to manage that, but he's got a really fast truck.
Michael's trying to work the top lane there.
One of those drivers, he's come up one spot.
Stenhouse behind him. He's got Etkes in front of him.
Well, we've seen some pretty surprising moments here at Daytona. I don't think it would be quite as surprising as some of the wins that we've seen here in the Truck Series, but always good to come back with that experience from the previous year and not have to learn all the things that he
14
learned
now.
last year, on the racetrack and at these super speedways and all the lessons that he learned. But like you said earlier, he's got the speed in that truck. We saw that in the first stage, and the fact that he's been up there all night. So there's a lot of things that could happen, and he could very well win this race tonight.
Josh, tell us more about Tanner Gray.
Well, Kevin talks about winning races. When I caught up with Tanner earlier today,
Third lane still trying to form. I don't know. I'm trying to see who that is leading it.
I have to win races.
It's Hocevar. Why am I not surprised it's Hocevar trying to lead that third lane? Stenhouse behind him, it looks like. Oh! Was that Rhodes that got sideways? Oh, Haley. Like him and Majeski try to jump in front of Hocevar there.
Right now is there's 4 Toyotas on that bottom lane, so they definitely, if they can keep that thing formed and stay in line like they are right now, they'll have an advantage. Whoa.
Yeah, that was Rhodes.
That's off of turn 4 again. That area is just, it's a slow
Or actually, no. Was that Rhodes or was that the 13?
Corner. I think we've called it an ARCA before, coming off of 4. Ooh,
whoa.
Big twitch by the 88 at time.
Oh. Squeeze. Oh, and there goes Hocevar again!
Contact with Butcher. He goes around. Is he going to keep this truck clean again?
Well, he kept his truck clean. The only thing I'm worried about with Carson Hocevar is how many more tires he has sitting in the pits.
He's 3 laps down there. He's down because of the flat tires, but he still just gets up in the middle of it.
Another spin, and he brings it down.
Christ, Carson.
Unharmed, we stay green.
Yeah, we stay green. I didn't realize. Yeah, we stay green.
Here we see Carson Hocevar.
Looks like he tried to get in front. It was the 13 that got sideways. Yeah, he tried to get in front of the 13 and he wasn't clear.
And I think sometimes, you know, I know you want to be up there in the middle of racing, and at some point there has to be a little bit of
11 to go. Tanner Gray out front.
3 laps down and racing like that. So it's interesting to be right in the middle of it like that.
Single file up front. As Caden Honeycutt ducks down to the bottom, try to get some friends to follow him down there. We're going to step aside. You won't miss a thing. We're going to box side by side.
To tell you the truth, we could take or leave the extravagance.
Trying to get a low lane going.
The celebrity.
I think that's look at Etkis. I think that's Etkis with the run up the inside. Damn, Etkis. He wants the race lead. Jesus. Well, we're coming to 10 to go, so it's go time.
That's right, Mom and Dad. My new boyfriend rides a motorcycle.
Oh, it's just a cruiser for unwinding on the weekends. Protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurance.
How responsible.
Very sensible.
And he has a tattoo.
Temporary for my niece. She insisted.
Oh, that's cute. Well, guess what, Mom? I chopped my hair off.
Well, I stand corrected. It's lovely.
No, it's not.
Super cute.
Very in right now.
That's my rough and tumble little girl.
Chef Lena is taking the Tide Boosted test.
Oh, yeah, I need it.
Try Tide. It's boosted. The other stuff can't match Tide's Boosted Clean.
Oh, did Demon check this?
It's cleaner.
I don't know if he brushed the wall.
It's got to be Tide.
NASCAR, fast as
Nice.
fast enough. Take Kyle Larson.
Off season? Never heard of it.
The chase is back.
I never left.
Not you. The new championship format. No one is safe from chaos.
Chaos? Really? That's my intro?
On the long road to Miami.
Even year.
2026 is anyone's game.
Well, you know what? I said this last night watching the dual races when we had the incidents last night. Watch those runs. Watch the accordion back. That's what's going to cause something. I think more so here, too, in the trucks. Watch those accordions and watch it come back and the rubber band, because with 8 to go, that's what's going to cause the mayhem. Oh, block! Oh, they made it work. Etkis 3 wide. Oh, I thought they were wrecking in turn 1. I thought they were wrecking in turn 1. Big run back on Tanner Gray. Oh, there's the accordion. Oh.
Yeah, and I don't know how we haven't
Yikes.
right now already, but they have made some aggressive moves and got away with them. So
I need somebody to create the soundbite of from Wally Dallenbach that it was the 08 July race at Daytona where he yelled, "I can't believe they haven't wrecked yet." I don't know how they haven't wrecked yet. I mean, they are all over each other.
I think Nemechek squeezed him down right there and forced him below the yellow line.
Caden Honeycutt's in the middle of this. I mentioned Etkis. Gray's still in this on the top. But momentum looks like in the middle, and whoa!
Because they're going to be unorganized because these trucks and the way that they're pushing and shoving
Yeah, this is bubbled in 5 seconds after he said that. Now they're wrecking.
Mike McDowell up there right now. Yes, he has a fast truck. He doesn't have many friends around him. You see, there's a couple
6 to go.
folks that have alliances around there.
Well, that's what started all this, Miss. I thought the Toyotas were in a really good position, and then they broke themselves up trying to make a pass for the lead.
This is what you were talking about, Kevin, with McDowell. Left side's below the double.
Ooh, yeah, he was below it.
Down
Yeah, I don't know.
scenario to me. I just gotta let that roll if it was me. It seemed like, you know,
Anyway,
trying to keep things straight too.
back to the front.
Here comes Christian Eckes. Standout performer.
Third lane. Oh, Friesen getting shoved.
Now he's back with McAnally Kokeman Racing.
And here comes Justin Haley back in the mix, too.
3 wide behind him. See the brothers working together.
Chandler Smith, too.
Gray behind him, his younger brother, Taylor Gray.
You see the 11 there of Huntington.
Yep.
He had the opportunity to get to the outside of McDowell.
That lane, yeah, Lane Riggs on pit road with 5 to go.
Right, it's 5 to go. The heart rate is ramped up. You're thinking about everything you can. You know stuff's about to happen. At what point do I make the move?
Yeah, and you saw right before this Lane Riggs on.
Kind of really don't have any loyalties at the front. You got a Chevrolet, a Toyota, and a Dodge, kind of the Ram, and 3 different manufacturers there. I'm telling you, Christian Eckes has a truck right now, that 91 truck. He just needs some help. He keeps making moves, and there they go.
That is Taylor Gray. Collects the 26.
The 1, the 26. I can't see the other truck. He said it's Sutton. That's 76. I believe that's Boyd. I think that is Spencer Boyd.
Let's just be real. I can't believe they ran as long as they did with that wreck, and there's so many close calls, so entertaining to watch. And
Looks like we might be going to overtime.
Green-white checker.
Yeah, and here, these, as Michael Waltrip would say, these truckers never disappoint, and they are putting on.
The running order as they stand: McDowell, Honeycutt, Ruggalo, Ruggalo, Haley, Dimacek, Etkes, Chandler Smith.
But the racing overall has been phenomenal. Well, we got to remember, you know, as we look on the board of the guys who didn't come to pit road and did come to pit road, and we were talking about that possibility of a green-white checkered, and we're gonna be extended on the lap count.
It depends on how quick they clean this up. They didn't hit nothing, so I'm assuming they're gonna probably open pit road. Well, the pace car hasn't picked them up. It doesn't look like, so they can't open pit road yet.
We're gonna have to do that.
So it's gonna be another lap. I mean, they're saving a ton of gas at this moment right now, so it should be close. Regan, you got an update on fuel?
Yeah, Joey, just to try and make a little bit of sense here, basically on the last caution, every crew chief I checked with was 1 lap to the good at that moment, roughly. So it's going to be really tight depending on what they do happen to get for green-white checkers and things like that.
So if most of them were 1 lap to the good before the caution, you got to think you're getting, what, 2.5 laps to 1 compared to green to yellow ratio there, so ish. So you know, you think this caution here buys them a couple more laps to where they can go a little bit longer?
Yeah, I mean, it's just really going to come down to how many green-white checkers do we have at this point. I mean,
The Carson's, I believe, still a lap down, Christian, so he needs to get back on the lead lap first.
Let's take a look at what brought out this last caution.
Majeski into the back of Taylor Gray.
The one just kind of spins out off the nose of the 88 truck. They're kind of really close to each other through the middle of the corner.
Here's the 26 and 76.
If you're just off center a little bit, and you see the 88 truck is to the left side of that one truck and just grazes the bumper, and when you go across the bumper like that, sometimes it just grabs them and spins them out like it did in this situation.
Taylor Gray has those white gloves on. I love when you guys wear white gloves. It's so easy to watch how hard you're working in there.
Yeah, and you know, turn 4. It's every wreck so far tonight has been turn 4.
Another look at it here.
Yeah, and you see Dawson Sutton on the
See his
bottom
hands.
of the racetrack right there. Kind of like Tony Stewart's wreck. Just wrong place, wrong time. Didn't do anything wrong.
Good things for all those trucks. I mean, yes, there's contact. Nothing huge. They should all be able to finish the race.
So pits are open.
See the 14 truck of Mini Tyrell right there.
He hit it pretty hard.
Yeah, he hit that right side pretty hard. And these trucks aren't like the Cup cars and Xfinity cars. They're all made out of sheet metal. So when you hit the wall, it immediately shoves them in on the tires and flattens that side.
Overtime.
Mini Tyrell involved.
And again, much like
so close to completing his first Daytona
the dual
race.
races the other night,
Truck Series race.
overtime rules are pretty much the same.
Complete it. Possibly.
He's still going to have a chance.
Thank you. Yes.
Little recap of the night. That lap number 6, Cletus McFarland. Hard into that wall.
Still hurts to watch.
Yeah, you could see the whole seat move right there.
Carson Hocevar wins stage 1. He was on a roll. Tony Stewart in the 25 truck.
Wrong place, wrong time right there. So much enthusiasm with Tony making his comeback.
Chandler Smith picks up stage number 2. We saw some tire issues. A couple going down. See Jason Kitzmiller right there. Lane Riggs. And the last incident that brought out caution number 6, Taylor Gray off the nose of Ty Majeski, Nicolette Spencer Boyd, and Dawson Sutton in the 26.
Well, we've had individual small carnage. We have not had the big one.
A lot of heads-up driving tonight. We definitely could have had the big one. So this will be NASCAR overtime. It's a 2-lap shootout. If the leader takes the white flag, next lap ends the race, whether it's caution.
We'll go as many as we have to get to the white flag.
And we will just keep on re-racking them and trying again, as long as they don't take that white flag.
In these situations, Joey, with the rules the way that they are, with not being able to lock bumpers, this always becomes an interesting scenario for me as to how far you can push and how long you can push. But somebody's gonna do it all the way into turn 1.
Oh yes, and there's a good chance it might happen all the way
Yep,
down the
forget the
backstretch.
one to go now.
You know, what are you willing to risk to win the race?
It's Daytona.
And is NASCAR going to make the call or not? Unfortunately, competitors are going to put them in the box. The NASCAR is the sanctioning body to decide on how they're going to let this play out. What I do know is if they're all pushing, they can't black flag the whole field.
Well, you got to be aggressive, and no matter how far you push, you're going to have to be hopefully on the front side of a good push to win this race.
Look at these young guys having a good old time. Got their beers lined up in the seats.
Is Boyer over there?
Boyer's
I don't
boys.
see him. I like that. Boyer's boys.
We're approaching a record, guys. 30 lead changes tonight. Track and series
Wow.
record 31 back in 2000.
Well, if we get one more before the checkered,
It's been a very entertaining
they'll tie
race
it.
to watch with all the comers and goers from the back to the front. Michael
The very first race of 2000.
He's gone to the back of the pack a couple times tonight. But
The
that's
truck
what they're all
series
after
here
right
and
there.
They're all
21.
driving for that right there.
Well, what I see, or want
In
to
2021,
look at
excuse me.
now, if I'm a competitor, where's the alliances, right? You had a couple Toyotas on the top lane. They're probably going to work together somewhat, right? How deep is their roots? Right? How long will they stick together?
Well, two
before
questions.
they start the race?
Do we make the white flag and do we make the checkered? I think that literally is the two questions right now. Is do we make the white this time?
As well,
And if we do we make the checkered?
Right now, if doing odds, you're going with the two that are going to actually have a chance of sticking together. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But Those two Toyotas up top have the upper hand right now.
And a lot of times things happen so fast with
Yeah,
these
we'll
trucks
find
and the
out.
runs that they get. Sometimes you just have to take what you get and hope that it works out.
2 to go. 5 miles at Daytona.
Michael McDowell finished this thing off inside of Caden Honeycutt.
Here we go.
Green flag in the air. It's NASCAR overtime.
The inside got the better jump. But 3 Toyotas on the outside could be the difference maker. They're all locked together.
Gio Ruggiero, to your point, Joey, those Toyotas working together on the outside. John Hunter Nemechek just behind him.
When you see the 16 truck break off the back bumper of that 7, you see them.
Look at the run. Here comes the run coming back. Nemechek's got to do something. He shoves McDowell. Here they come accordion back to the 11. The 11 able to hang on to it. Nemechek, they shuffle McDowell.
He's been fast all night, and here he's going to get right in front of McDowell.
Oh, McDowell and a Nemechek. McDowell's around. Clips another truck. We stay green. White flag.
See a big run on the bottom right here.
Nemechek's got to run with Etkes. Chandler Smith tried to block it, didn't do anything. Oh, and 15's out of gas. Honeycutt, 17. Here comes Nemechek with a run. Oh, get shoved by Etkes. Oh, Stenhouse thought about jumping there, but 17 cuts him off. 17 now with a run. Back to Etkes. Can they make it back to the checkered? It's going to be close. Oh, 17 to the outside. Is he going to get out the line? Full line. Chandler wins it. Chandler Smith wins it. How about that? How about that? What? What?
Chandler Smith is celebrating on the radio.
And after missing
How the hell did Chandler Smith win that race? How? 4 wide.
What a finish.
4 wide.
What a turn of events for him last night. Heartbreaker. The next
How about that?
for you, isn't it? It's an up and down roller coaster.
Great win
That's
for
awesome.
Front Row Motorsports. Chandler Smith.
Then again, remember how the the Cup race finished
I did not see that coming. I really
last year? The night race? I think the trucks might have just one-upped them. Ironically enough, a Ford winning in a 4-wide finish. Where have we seen this before? Right?
Chandler Smith came right through.
They said that was
How about that?
Fish in Daytona. He's the best driver in Daytona tonight.
He was 6th place entering turn 3. He might have been 6th place coming off of turn 4. How that all happened.
We'll take a look back at how it all happened. Meanwhile,
Chandler Smith wins Daytona.
from Talking Rock, Georgia. I love this, Joey, Kevin. When you burn out and you turn around and your whole team is there to celebrate with you.
Yeah, and we had all the hype about all the stars in the race, all the new things that were happening. And what do we see? Cup drivers in the field, and we have our Truck Series regular going to victory lane here at Daytona.
And really, how
Yes, all 3 series do not have playoffs, Beast.
work together.
Well,
Everybody, as soon as they had a run, they took it. Had a run, they took it. And
it's not called the playoffs anymore, but it's not the same format.
all of cars, really. There's no organization. There is no teamwork.
It's now just the chase.
When Michael McDowell tried to make that aggressive move and wound up sideways, it kind of broke that pack up as we came to the white flag.
32 lead changes tonight, guys. That is a Truck
Watch
Series
this.
record for the most here at Daytona. Let's see.
Look where he is. He's side by side with Etkes there for 4th. This is off of turn 2. He's back to about 6th.
Puts him in a position, but you see Gio have some contact with
Ty Majeski, he got help from Majeski. This is where I thought the run was going to stall out here.
Smith is going to win the race, but
I was watching Gio here because I was watching the 17, thinking the 17 was going to make the outside run on Nemechek. When Nemechek went up to block the 17, here the door just opens up and Chandler's like, "Thank you very much. I'll take that one."
thank you.
I'll take that one. Thank you very much.
No, they were worried about the trucks on the outside of him, and ultimately Chandler Smith snuck up on him on the inside, never broke his momentum, and had a great push from Ty Majeski.
How about that?
Sneaky win.
Chandler Smith, 6th place going into turn 3 to victory. That's what it's all
How's that for a finish? And surprisingly, we didn't see a big one. You know? All the pushing at 7, all the craziness.
What a great
We did
way
not
to
see a
kick
big
off
one.
this season. Regan, I see you down there with a big smile on your face. Let's hear from our winner.
Well, Chandler Smith out of the truck, celebrating with your team in what was an absolutely wild finish here at Daytona. Turn 4 to the start-finish line. You're 4 wide. How did you find your way to the front there?
First off, I want to shout out all glory to God. Without him, this race team, none of this would be possible. And I am super, super grateful that I serve such a loving God that blessed me with such a good group of men and women around me at Front Row Motorsports. Ty Majeski, debatably one of my best board teammates I've ever worked with. He is all credit to how we just won that race, truthfully. He stayed committed to it forward and pushed a blue oval to a win. So have some people back at home that's struggling a little bit. Roy Smith, buddy. I know that we talked about, maybe making it to the Daytona 500, but hopefully this does a little better justice for you. So just really happy we got Trophy Catch on here. This was their first ever NASCAR race, and was debating on if they were going to do more. So hopefully those guys, I know they're just raising Cain up in the stands right now. They're having a great time. Just super, super grateful for everybody on this number 38 Ford F-150 group. We made some changes on the off-season. I felt like last year, everybody for the most part knows how this 38 group came together last year, but we built on it and made this group so much better for this year, and I'm so excited for 2026.
Take me back to the start-finish line as you're coming up 4 wide there, and that bottom opens up. What is going through your mind when that happens and you can see the checkered flag?
I was surprised the 62 didn't block it. I was just, the C's literally just parted, and the 88 stayed committed to me, and like I said,
They were 4 wide behind him now.
definitely got to owe you one on that one.
Chandler Smith, your winner in Daytona.
I think Nemechek was too occupied with the 17 going to the outside of him. He didn't. He just left the bottom open.
I know you just saw a replay. How tight was it there for you?
Yeah, it was tight there at the end of the race. Everybody's just trying to do whatever it takes to win, and that's what I did for myself and my team. So probably would have pushed John Hunter to the win there, but he almost wrecked me twice. So I think overall as a group we need to do better as Toyotas. I thought me and Tanner and Taylor worked together really well, but everybody else just seemed like they were out there on their own. So I definitely think we learned some things going into the next super speedway.
Josh?
Over here with John Hunter, Nemechek, and John Hunter have to settle for a 5th place finish after controlling the race over that final lap. Walk me through what happened there.
I haven't seen the full replay yet, but I'm pretty frustrated with myself. Just hard to cover all the lanes there. Should have got to the middle and blocked the 17 a little bit faster than I did. Didn't anticipate it quite like I probably should have off of turn 4, but man, it was one heck of a race. It was a lot of fun all night. We came from the back to the front multiple times. Thank you to DriveValue.com, EPI, all of their partners, Legacy for letting me come run this race for Hallmark Friesen Racing, and huge shout out to Toyota, Toyota Racing, and thankful to be a part of truck racing again in this Tundra. Like I said, it was a lot of fun. Learned a lot. So hopefully I can apply something to Sunday. Hayden and I will probably go back and watch some film there.
Went crazy into it,
Just dejected we didn't come home with a checkered flag.
Now John Hunter gets to turn his attention.
Didn't expect that. I'll say that. I mean, kind of a pleasant surprise into that race,
It is Daytona. That's what it's all about. Let's take a look one more time, guys, and how it all happened.
Yeah, and you see John Hunter right here. He's the 3rd truck in line. Gio, a little late on the block right there. Luckily that he didn't get spun out and was able to keep going, but it gave John Hunter the lead. And really right here, he had control. He got a little bit of a gap, and they were able to stay right with him, and even though they got side by side.
I thought, yeah, in the middle of 3 and 4, once the move was made to not push each other to try to get up to John Hunter, I thought, okay, he might be all right. But then he just got too far out there, I think. And then at this point, the momentum's all screwed up because everybody's bouncing off of each other and no one's lifting. I mean, that's one of those things that's so sketchy coming to the checkered flag in Daytona because everybody is wide open. No one's lifting for anything. And somehow, they all stayed straight.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Makes that drive to victory lane. I know his wife and their 2 little boys are here. What a night for the Smith family. Guys, it's been fun. I know you've talked about it, but it's so entertaining. The guys were great tonight. 6 cautions. I don't know the last time we only had 6 cautions in a truck race.
Well, it was one of the most entertaining truck races that I've been able to watch.
Not a crazy race. I'm actually surprised that
with everything that they did tonight to put on a great show. And
you know, the truck race is normally the shit show. You know, it's normally the shit show of the Daytona weekend, but
that's what I was going to say.
Surprisingly, you got through it.
It's all these big stars in there. How are they going to do? Cup guys up there mixing it up. Crazy things happening throughout the whole race. Flat tires. You had just different strategies going. Fuel possibly coming into play. You had everything in one.
I'll see you tomorrow, John.
An incredible
No ARC race tomorrow. I'm not doing the ARC race tomorrow. I kind of decided. I know I'm not going to get back in time for it, so I'm going to focus on doing the O'Reilly race tomorrow night, and then we'll do the we'll do the 500 on Sunday.
The Daytona 500 coverage on Fox is at 12:30. For all of us here at Fox Sports, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you from Atlanta in a week from now, but coming up next, it's College Hoops, UNLV versus Boise State. So long from Daytona.
Yeah, it was fun. It was decent. Like I said, it was crazy. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't have expected it to end the way that it did, but yeah. So I'm gonna head out of here for now, and we'll get ready for fun tomorrow. More fun, you know. And obviously Sunday, so be fun. And I'll promote it again tomorrow after the O'Reilly race. But tomorrow night I'm on my Discord, which somebody posted the invite there. But gonna screen share. We're gonna rewatch Days of Thunder. Figure it's always an appropriate movie to watch when you come down for Daytona time. So, peace. See you guys tomorrow night. I'm out.